All right. Well, welcome everyone to the Raising a Reader Super Summer Learning Adventures webinar. And what we're doing here today is just to give you an overview of our Super Summer Learning Adventures kit, what the contents are, some ideas on how you could implement it with your families this year. So we welcome notes in the chat room if you have any questions. So please make this interactive and as helpful as possible for you all. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about a little bit about Raising a Reader in case you're not familiar with us and as an organization. What is the Super Summer Learning Adventures program? Little sneak peek as to what's inside that kit, who the partnerships are, and then how to order it for your families. So a little bit about Raising a Reader, if you're not familiar with us already. Raising a Reader has been around for about 22 years now, and we stand firm in our unwavering commitment to equity, diversity, inclusivity, and improving the lives of children in all communities across the United States. It's our belief that by strengthening families and early literacy, we can initiate the cornerstone in creating equity and opportunity for all. And we do that through sharing books, and people think, oh, you're a book sharing and a book rotation program, but really by involving families and creating collections that we hope are windows and mirrors to all families, we really are focusing about empowerment for families and our commitment to inclusivity and diversity. So what is the Super Summer Learning Adventures program? So this is only our second year with this wonderful new product, and it came out of the pandemic. And I know a lot of us have had some trials and tribulations and struggles, but I think that there's also been sometimes good things that have come out of the last 2 years. And we really feel that this Super Summer Learning Adventure Kit was something that we are really proud of and excited about. So what we wanted to do was create learning experiences for children in the home that helped with reading and learning recovery for all the time that they weren't spending in the classroom that year, and also to get ready, kids ready for school. So all of these activities in this Super Summer Learning Adventure connect to Common Core standards. So we really want to focus, you'll see on the slide there, we want to encourage investigation, critical thinking skills, imagination, as well as creating these meaningful family experiences. So it's not just about having fun, although fun is the most important thing, but we also are really focusing on these learning and growth strategies. The kits come in 3 different age groups, in that we have an infant toddler kit, a preschool kit, and a school age kit with just slightly different components for those 3 age groups. So here you'll see in the picture the contents of what's all included. And there's actually more than what you see here because there's some online components as well. But the main feature and the star of the show, in my opinion, in this Super Summer Learning Pack is that family guide. And this is a guide with 6 weeks of daily activities that tie to Common Core standards. And I'll give you a little sneak peek later about some of the pages, so I won't go too much into it right now, but it's just beautiful, and it is bilingual. I did have a question from one of the attendees earlier about are these available in both English and Spanish? So all of the materials you'll see are bilingual, English and Spanish. There's a set of 4 bilingual books in the kit. You'll see that High Five magazine that's in there. And then there's this reading journal. And what this reading journal does is allows kids to respond to the books that they're reading. And it's a really integral component in a lot of the activities that you'll see in that Super Summer activity guide. then of course we have to put crayons for the response journal. So there's a packet of crayons in there. There is a link in the book if you want to connect with our partner. There's a World Reader digital library that they also can connect to. So you've got 4 hardback bilingual books, but then you also have a link for a digital library. You'll see in this picture as well, there's an I Feel I Can poster, and this brings in our SEL component. And it really is a wonderful tool for families when they're reading to kids and want to identify, how does this make you feel? And what can you do about it when you feel these emotions? So there's a beautiful I Feel I Can poster included in there. And then you'll see the numbers. We've got letters, magnets of numbers and letters, and then some Unifix cubes that help with some of the building activities. So all of that is included in the Super Summer Learning Adventure Kit. Oh, and then, I forgot one thing here too, is the Ready for K guide. And this is a guide for parents that helps explain what the milestones are for being ready for kindergarten and ready to enter school. And so this is a terrific guide for families. One of the things we offer in addition to the Super Summer Kit is our social emotional learning add-on. Now, I did mention that there's this I Feel I Can poster, which is great, but if you want to take that SEL component one step further, we have a social emotional guide for parents and our Ready Freddy companion animal. And so for 10 extra dollars, you can add those things into onto your kits. And I'll just say one other note about that. It's a little bit confusing. Some people try to just order these separately, and we make them available separately, but as just a standalone, this is $18. So if you go on our website, say, oh, I just want that it's an $18 kit. But if you add it as an additional component to your Super Summer, it's $10. So those kits are designed to be sent home. It's a kind of one all-inclusive packet for families to share, and it's a wonderful standalone resource. But however, if you want to connect those kits to something that you're doing in class, say you're having a summer school class or a bridge to kindergarten class, we also make an educator pack that's available where the leader of that, the class or who's guiding families through it on some sort of 6-week or regular meeting structure, you can purchase an educator pack, and the educator pack gets all of the components that the families get, so they have that available, but it also comes with a whiteboard and a pencil, and in case you're still doing virtual classes this summer, we hope that that's coming to an end, but in that case, we offer that. There's some puppets in the kit. And then also too, really what makes it so valuable is that online, there are lesson plans that you can use to integrate the books into your classroom, and a lot of other downloadable activities, story guides, read alouds, and other resources that educators can use to really bring all of these activities and resources to life. So what I'm going to do is show you a little sneak peek. So these are just a couple of the pages and previews. So I mentioned that there's this Super Summer family guide, and again, just absolutely beautiful in English and in Spanish. And the first page here shows families like, what is school readiness? What are the milestones? What are the objectives that you're going to be using this packet for? What is the end goal and objective of participating in all of these activities? And it shows a guide of how all of the activities in this book align with different areas, learning areas. And so we color code the activities to align with language and literacy, math, STEAM, writing, and health and wellness. And so, I think it's really important when you're doing anything to know why you're doing it. And so as families work through this book and see, for example, oh, here's an activity. This is a whack-a-letter game. Wow, this is really fun. But to know that what you're doing ties back to that language and literacy component, which is that blue, indicated by the blue border. And so, for example, this whack-a-mole letter, you'll have all the letters in your kit, and this is scaffolded for different age groups. So for little kids, it might just be knowing what a B letter looks like and being able to find the B, the M, the H. For a little bit older, it might be looking for the sound. What makes the B sound, the sound? So scaffolded for that. And then for the older child, it might be spelling out some of the sight words that they know. So a lot of these activities are scaffolded for the different age groups. And of course, you're welcome to make up as many games as you want with them. There's just a million possibilities. So there's something from our blue category. Here we have in green, that's a number from the math or activity from mathematics. And this is helping kids make groups of 10 and learning how to do counting and count things around your house. Can you count how many books we have, how many flowers we have? So this is a great fun activity for kids to learn how to count. In the orange category, which is health and well-being, this is how to learn your phone number. What happens if you get separated and you need to know your phone number? So this is an activity done with some paper plates at home with those big numbers you can see, but it's teaching kids to know how to communicate that to other people in case of emergency. So again, here's another example that I feel I can poster. I mentioned that before. And then another green mathematics activity where you do tallies of your family. What's your favorite summertime sweet? You've got ice creams and popsicles and sandia, watermelon. So again, super fun activities. You don't need a lot of resources to do them, but very, very helpful in developing these areas of learning. Oh, and then we've got a couple more doing weather watching, to go outside, draw the weather, see what you observe. An architect challenge using the Unifix cubes to build your favorite dream house, build maybe a replica of something that you saw in the book that you just read together. So tons and tons of options. Also included in the guide are some cutout pages. So we've got some letter cards with flashcard letters. We've got appropriate sight words that you can work on for kindergarten and first grade. I think there's 3 separate lists. And then at the end of the book, we have a certificate of completion. So this is congratulating everyone for their hard work. And this is for the mom or the child, not and the mom, but and the grown-up. So you'll have a place for the child's name and the grown-up's name, and really a sense of accomplishment for all the fun and learning that you've done over this summer. We also have some additions too that aren't physical, but are with our digital partners. And one of them is Read with Malcolm. And Malcolm Mitchell is the head of this organization, and he is a former Super Bowl champion and has now started this literacy organization, and he's just fantastic. And he runs a summer reading camp that's free to Raising a Reader folks. And so you'll see the link in here if you want to read with Malcolm over the summer for his reading challenge. And then we also have, I mentioned, our digital partner with World Reader, and they have a fabulous digital library of books that families can access when they're on the go, when they're sitting at a practice or in the park or waiting in line at the grocery store. You can just bring up a book in English and Spanish. They've got several different languages. And that is, again, available to you through the link provided in the kit. I already talked about our I Feel I Can poster, which is just so terrific, and told you about the High Five magazine. So these are all included, and then also too you'll get a link for our website that has some more read aloud videos if you want to see some of those books that are read in person. So there's even more things available. I mentioned earlier too that so we've got two ages we have a school age or a preschool group for say 3 to 5 year olds, and then what we have for our school age kit is 5 to 6 year olds. So those are the two types that we make available for kids 3 to 6 or 3 to 7. But then we also have our infant toddler packs, and those are a little bit different because obviously, you know, our 0 to 3 population isn't going to be doing some of the manipulatives and activities. So our infant toddler packs, those are 6 bilingual books, a puppet, and a different family guide, not that same one, but this one is helping families go through the learning milestones for kids 0 to 3. And it's broken up into 6-month learning milestones. So you'll see this page here, ages 0 to 6 months, what is appropriate and what are for the learning objectives, and what are some activities that you can try with these books that will help support those learning goals for that age range. So I just wanted to show a couple ways that folks are using these. This was a picture of our family, our site in Solano County. They bought several packs last summer that they used in their summer preschool activities. So kids got the bags to take home, but also during the preschool time, the teachers were reading the books in the classroom, and then families could read those same books at home. So it was a really nice school family home connection between the preschools and the family homes. And then here's another great example, our Alisal Union School District. What they did is they bought 700 of these bags to hand out at TK orientation. So this was a way when families came into the office, as you see here, to sign their child up for TK, they got to take home a bag and start their learning right away so they could be ready for school in the fall. And that's, in a nutshell, that's what we have for our Super Summer kits. Are there any questions? All right, well, if there's no questions, what I can, you know, if you're interested or have more questions, of course, you're welcome to contact your portfolio manager here at Raising a Reader. You can go to our website, RAR, our website, and you'll see our help link for RAR inquiry at raisingareader.org. We're here to help. What we're really recommending as far as if you've got resources from your ESSER funding, if you've got Title I funding, a lot of our affiliates are using that. I think I forgot to mention one of the most important things is pricing. The Super Summer kits are $50 a piece, and then the infant and toddler kits are $39 a piece. They don't have as many books in those. So I'm opening up the floor for questions. All right. Well, there doesn't appear to be any right now, but as I said, we are here to help you. Great. Thanks, Tynesha, for putting in our website in there, and you can see on the website more about the contents from there, and then you can also send us an email if you want to follow up. All right. Well, with that, I will let everyone get back to their very busy days, but thank you for joining us. And we really are here to help everyone have a super summer. All right. Thanks all.